early there in that series. But Loud starting this pistol with aggression, so they do want to bring up the tempo on their side. But KRU looks like they just want to go one gear right into the C site. Default scale up, Shy watch that flank, and Verdi scores first blood.
Right behind the ISO shield, they feel confident to take the site, and Loud realizes this is fast, has to be a lurk, and they already take care of that. We saw the protocol as well from KRU on this. The shock darts in, trying to deny a lot of the pressure. Oh my god! And they create their own towards spawn. Did not expect that type of fast activation, and it's going to be
Any opposition, they could go back towards into that trap, but soon they'll figure out here from this drone that it is an open site to take, so should be similar to the pistol round where you just one gear it into the site for the plant.
It has to be so comfortable for Kesnet too. Not in the back flashing, but taking the space with the initiator utility. Another duelist behind that in Dante. And yeah, really aggressive here to get themselves into position. Shock dart nails Robbie BK. 9 HP for Dante to get out here as they just smatter the rest of that A link with a few bullets. Okay, Verdi making a case for taking this round, and a thrifty here for Loud if they can get these angles in their favor. A few more shares. Or towards C we saw in Pistol. Sometimes hear Adam talking about how timid KRU can be in the beginning of the games, and it pauses them from being able to get the advantage that they want.
Slight mistake from Dante, not being as patient. Lucio gets a free kill walking on that ramp. Melzer about to get the backstab onto Verdi. Could potentially be an instant trade. Ooh. Yeah, Verdi's gonna get this pick, but here comes that backstab.
All right, Melzer, clean it up. One onto Verdi. Oh, no. He gets a gun though. Looking down, saves him for a moment, and Luxio's not gonna be able to hit this as a smoke comes through. Actually keeping himself alive, or keeping Melzer alive.
Is that even Pancata's smoke too?
Yeah, because it looked like it was the enemy. He might have been able to hit one, but Melzer was always looking for a gun the whole time, right?
Silver lining though, it's still a high-low and full spike control for Loud that C site. This is actually a great opening for KRU to split into the C site, where Lucio's gonna be tested.
They've rotated over, okay, through the double tap, but you're right, tested, and only one comes through on the one and done. But now the breach slows them a bit here towards Garage. The shots start to ring out. And, oh my god, Mazzino takes that into his own hands as he pushes forward, unknowing how many people could have come around the corner, and just spams one down.
And they had to commit to the fight for KRU. A battle was lost towards that A side where Verdi gets that pick onto Lucio. Now the drone gets information onto Robbie BK. He's down.
Oh, Verdi just made slight noise. Hides in the smoke. I think they're expecting it though. And
you could definitely see here the protocol is out from the side of the defense, as you are definitely trying to set up your Neon with the stuns.
Oh, the paranoia to play off of. They're both jumping around and giving him a little bit of a tough time getting that crosshair in place. But the rest of KRU should be able to walk over the site. Luxio with the Guardian. He'll come around and look for maybe a few exits here, but ultimately should find himself going down.
Yeah, definitely respectable for Dante to
get the double peek here. They try to face it together as a team. It did not go the way KRU wanted, but Loud is pretty happy with the results to at least start off. Just Kesnet and Dante, and here we see Kez cannot get Pancata. He steps straight forward on the first shield.
Stopped in their tracks.
Yeah.
Drone come from the top. Hunter's here on the attack. Verdi taken down.
Oh, they know there's going to be a push again, and the fight will ensue here towards the sewers in A lobby, but KRU shuts it down very fast. They've been able to retaliate so well when Loud wants something in the beginning of the round, and this looks crazy for Robbie. He actually stays alive, drawing a bit more attention, and it's only going to give time for Pancata. Can he get a good TP across this? Yes, he can. Oh my, they're all looking. Everyone turned around for that timing, and from the shadows, just to make sure C-Link is clear, they're going to get a full rotation here all the way to the other side.
And even if he was trying to find his timing, the hat came out on the attack side for Shy, so definitely they were going to get all spotted out. I'm quite surprised of the Rolling Thunder that immediately came through from Kawazin when they lost Verdi from that Hunter's Fury. Tried to go for the hero play, runs through the Omen smoke, and that's 5 players waiting for him just on the other side. So no matter if 2 or at least a rifle round out for the defensive end. Only a Stinger is the weakest weapon. And one more time, Verdi moves towards long and gets instantly denied. They got to change something else here for Loud.
Slightly modifying the way they're trying to do the fault line from defense too, and they still make it around the fault line. Answers for everything in the moment here from KRU. And yeah, Verdi not being able to rotate, create that neon pressure back into the site with walls and the fast lane is just hurting for trying to get back in. Still have the double initiator utility to make it happen, though.
Yeah, the stocks of Breach continue to decline for Sideshow.
Oh, that just elephant footing inside B and gets taken down, jumping around there. Didn't realize Kesnet was going to be so close. And there's the push from Loud. They know they have to make a move. They cannot be resting back and waiting for Kesnet and the rest of the team to make a mistake, because there are very few mistakes happening right now.
The good thing, at least from Robbie BK, is every time he's being run down, he takes one. An opportunity at least to tie things up into 2v2, individual 1v1s. Dante with the first pick, though, onto Luke Show. And now Penkata, not necessarily baiting his teammate, was watching out towards long.
Yeah.
Here's the footsteps, and here's a shot on the first one. Doesn't know where the second one's at. But with the time being wasted now, you can definitely see KRU being set up for a ping pong swing off first contact. Kesnet will be the one contacting first.
Oh, space for that, but he saw a shoulder. Paranoia still towards the corner, so both
Horse first.
And at C, you're gonna need a new look. Refresh the site, refresh what you have in front of you, and it helps for this one on the Sheriff. What a bounce from Mazzino. Looks like it went by, but he did get that to ring off the platform.
I think, again, there was an undercut on top of that with the shock. Just one shot here, Verdi. And now we're just waiting here. Kawazine went for an early fault line after that first pick, and they really didn't have any extra utility to help out if Verdi just wanted to start moving down here with the overdrive. So great stop and go for KRU. Staying all the way back towards long, using util to re-clear. And now as they cut noise, you're forcing Loud to just second guess. They've already given up that C site, and now they walk back in, but second wave of util comes in for the scans.
Nice fault line. It's only gonna stop him for so long, but the follow-up flash here at the right time. 40 seconds. There's going to be a lot of audio heard by Luke Show here. He can make the call for the team to go around, but does he play his life?
Missed a jump.
They call back.
30 seconds left.
Couldn't silently go into the window, so he's just given up that spawn and couldn't cut the rotate. Thankfully, the camera's still up there to watch grass, so probably still thinks that there's a push up for that C-side.
Oh, the double headshot from Kawazine, dropping 3 immediately as they enter the site. Melzer at 33 HP. And Robbie lurking just on the other side of the wall in a game of cat and mouse.
To figure out where the players can be playing at, and looks like Kesnet saw a few towards that front B side and an aftershock kill.
Mid.
That's a rare one.
Got the spike.
Yeah, Inch, I'm seeing if the shock dart was out from Robbie or something, but no, that was the full aftershock hitting. And they're Cypher util on A right now for Loud and playing completely outside of it. Had a big stack on B to start. And they're just saying allow KRU some space. Make sure the retake is even better because they have the breach. They have the Sova. Really good ways to get back in. Undercut goes through towards B again, and KRU are going to try their hand here, trying to hit the middle of the map. As a little bit of an adventure by Shy. They expect it.
30 seconds left.
Plant, try to TP out since you haven't played any smokes to cover the vision here on your plant for KRU. Counter smoke, a tap on the spike, forcing the fight inside.
Shy won his fight. That's going to put a lot of pressure on with Dimensional Drift, revealing the rest of it. They know they can hang out outside. Oh, Robbie BK behind Dante there. Kawazine just walks out front of B as Melzer's watching Garage. They didn't have the crossfires. And now it's up to Shy on the wrong side of the site. 2 to go through here, and it's going to be too much.
Give space with the fault line if needed B to fight. And as they take that control and early rotate back towards that B side, and there's already 2 players at least to help out there.
Some pistol round strat, right? One of the earlies for sure here coming from KRU as they run right back through and find Loud trying to make the same rotations, quickly coming out of a garage, trying to retake that grass control. And KRU is very much ready, but now down to a 2v2 as the fight's been quite scattered. Shy with that Phantom.
See, they're playing a lot more passively for Loud once again, so Verdi not overextending. Now you have to play the guessing game, which is fine. Everybody's converted into this B-side take again because KRU has been focusing a lot on this B-side. Now if they take C just like the pistol round, well, you have Rolling Thunder to work with for the retake, and they're immediately going for it.
Oh, that's not looking good. Right into Melzer. The shots are still coming through as Luke Show's gonna have the site. They absolutely shut down. A little bit of space in garage at least. It's gonna help for this retake. They're smoked off for now, but they have the 2-2 on that split when they want to get back in. The Paranoia is gonna be just to the left side. Loud will punish that slight mistake. A little jump, a little hop, a little skip. Okay, there we go. buries Kawenzine after the dance. And they rotate around. They say goodbye. That's a little too much chaos for us. Wait, they're going to half that rotation.
Dante's shooting blanks, but yeah, Lucio's going to get a free kill onto Mazzino. That's open sight for B, unless Shy is able to stop that. But unfortunately, a smoke comes through. Ooh, still runs in for the fight. Robbie's low on HP.
Oh, he sees him. Now he knows he can't go on the right side. Actually, that trip was broken, but the guess, there's going to be no crew.
Gotta leave Shy right now to break the drone, but I think the drone saw more than just one. And definitely now you're gonna see the rotate coming through. The TP already across from Dante to support. Gets two.
So clean. Just baiting him in. Throws out the bait, reels in two on that, and now it's going to be a gate crash. You see going across, making sure that this isn't a fake. KRU is thinking of everything that can happen in these rounds right now, and they are collapsing down onto Loud to make sure.
That's Dante already walking up and taking full control of the A site. That would allow here to rotate out from Mazzino to help towards the other extremity of the map.
Yeah. Results KRU is finding that Loud was kind of suffering towards that A side. We'll see how much KRU can punish that one. And they will get the rotates in, but staying safe for Dante at C.
And you just talked about rotates, and that's what I want to commend KRU for. Because as soon as you have Dante TP out, look at how Mazzino just already rotates back towards the A side so that the Outlaw could go towards C. So they're really moving around the map quite well.
Oh God. It keeps happening, and we're thinking it's the person flying through the air. But that's great teamwork is what you just saw. Luke Show is going to go ahead and try to get in there with this Cypher Gate and slip right out. They can't work together. Oh, Robbie's found. Actually gets tagged a bit there for some damage, but he'll regen back up. Dante's on the line, though.
30 seconds left. One enemy remaining.
Did damage too onto Luke Show is 2 HP. A little bit of that for the side of KRU.
Not enough coverage on there. Kawenzine goes down, but it does give space for Verdi, and this is what they need, is to just encroach a little bit more. There's an upgrade, and that's a big one for Verdi.
Playing back towards that gong. Two players pushing out towards the garage.
This Outlaw is getting so much return on investment. Verdi's going to be pressured now, but he still wants to look for the first shot as he's trying to get bumped around.
He slides out!
In the drift. Verdi's still alive, somehow being slippery enough. Finally goes down to Dante here as the trades are starting to go towards the spawn side. Robbie tries to shank Kesnet. That's not going to work here. And Pankata, the last one. Oh, what timing. Beautiful direction on that undercut. Verdi protects his teammate, goes down for the purpose, and now it's going to be Dante with a 3K. Absolutely lighting up the second half of Haven.
It looks like KRU really wanted to first swing out Verdi. I like the play because everybody else kind of just got hit by Paranoia trying to escape by flashes too. Gets the pick, but then everybody else from Loud is just swinging one by one to try to trade right after, and there was just so many players from KRU. You saw the amount of util that was being thrown from the A connector, yet Loud still wanted to funnel right into the mousetrap. Now Kawenzine, we talked about heroic plays that he needed to do. Oh no, that's a freebie.
I think it's taken down real fast here. Melzer will trade his teammate, as this is one of the quickest rounds we have to get the action started here at Long A and down at Sewers.
Thought Verdi was going to try to go around the world, but that overdrive is now cooled down. You're giving the site over here for the side of KRU, but now everybody's pinching, forced to play inside the site for Loud.
Wait, they haven't turned around yet. They aren't thinking of the timing just yet. No, they're still looking towards Sewers. Nobody went that way. And it's a costly one. Kesnet, Mazzino are going to come up with some kills there that are really, really big. Or Dante.
Sign this time for KRU. Actually, they're stacking up, taking full control of Sewers instead, so that Dante could fight from heaven.
Luke Show could do it. Just two, it's a number he can easily get. It's just above. What a duck from Mazzino. The site's already getting struck down. It's Loud. There, looks like their shoes are tied on this one as KRU comes up with the fast kills entering the site almost immediately.
And they'll find out where Lucio's at 50 HP. All three of them just hunting down the last kill, and you definitely want to give this over to Kesnet, getting closer to the kill contract. kills you can get here for Loud, but now it's just everything's falling apart. Just on sheer macro around the map here for Loud.
The timing is not in favor of Loud right now. Trying to trade over towards Long. Verdi opens up some space for the team, but this is to move for more kills. The spike is still down, and they have to sort the map. A very big backstab on Penkata, who thought he had the line.
Yeah, two players still watching towards that spawn, and somehow Kezit slipped the net and made it inside the window for the backstab. And here goes a double backstab from Super Shy.
And they know exactly where Verdi is, since the site has not been cleared up by Melzer. And there's the shot from Kesnet. Who else to get the final one for the team?
A little bit of a look from 100 Thieves. Already taking map control towards this A side.
Creeping in. Loud realizes it. They say give crew as much space as possible. We set a trap at the back half of the site, and it's making it tough for crew. You really don't want to do too much until you know that that portion of the site is clear, so they have to push forward. They have to push in. Ooh. They hatched that nade inside Showers. It was right underneath them. And yeah, jumping out's not going to be a great choice. Loud reading this play almost perfectly. And Kesnet's going to have to throw everything in the kitchen sink to get into sight and get that spike back.
It's down out in the open. The more time you waste here, I mean, there's 15 seconds left, and there you go. Defensive side. That's 4 players reading into this push.
Protection's there. They can still retaliate. I think they expect Robbie to be pushing out, and he actually does, straight down to help. Flashing to make sure nobody was quickly peeking out of hookah so they can retake with Cowanzine here. And they have that refresh with Dizzy too. So those flashes can be used to take a little bit of space back and make sure they can get back to a defensive position here.
Stay as a group. Robbie cannot get healed up, so they want to make sure they can play trades.
Oh.
Fully smoked.
They hear that movement away for a moment as well. And that smoke really cleans up the site take for crew here. Beautifully done to deny a bit. Wingman's gonna let him know, yep, they are correct about the site being taken, and this is a full rotation. Do they know Robbie BK is gonna have this timing? It looks like Melzer is ready.
He's going to join up with the rest of the team inside the site now.
Right, he peeled off of that. Now they go towards elbow, taking a very aggressive position.
Big damage onto Dante, sorry, as that Dizzy's still available for them to flood retake.
Pushing forward to take down Luke Show. Wouldn't be too much on the retake, but still a help.
They have a chance now to close out another round on defense. Big delays through.
Get out of here.
Man, and Loud using all this info, right? You got Boombot going out of Showers, which can also be Dizzy, or Wingman, Trailblazer, Sky. They are trying to figure out where crew is early and able to get that first blood, but in how Vans, it's about the conversion if they can get that.
He will.
Okay, Robbie BK trades, but it's a one and done. The team is there to help to anchor, though. Great molly for denial of plant right away. 40 seconds left on the round, so there's quite a bit here.
Forward spike.
Straight. Going for it. Penkata denying a little bit with smokes, but it's going to be the kill for Kesnet, and it is actually huge to give them more space to stop the denial that would come in from the molly and the rest of what Penkata has. But again, they only have half of the site. This horizontal cut needs to be dealt with. And there's a shot from Kesnet. There's a shot from Melzer that bring him right back into this one with just 2 left from Loud.
Okay. Already did some damage there. Avoids the paint shells as well. Showstopper again, still available on the defensive side. Kesnet used his towards U-Haul.
Trying to draw a fight. Saying, peek me, where could you be? And they're going to use the Nightfall in this as well. Just to bring some...
The over-rotate on the side of Loud has the perfect number of players inside the A site to fight with these Sheriffs and Stingers.
Oh, they cook lamps. That should be everybody safe getting out. But the hand of Loud being forced does push him out of the woodwork for the first frag there in favor of crew. Oh, Melzer dancing, jazz hands. The team has to come forward to protect, and it's not going to be enough. Cowanzine too. That's Verdi with the ultimate, and they push forward. Wait a minute, Dante missing a few there, and Cowanzine's able to calibrate another shot of 4.
This round, so Dimensional Drift to find info. Stinger is the lowest weapon you have from Melzer. Rifles for the rest. Good util. Jenner push though.
Penkata, Verdi, everybody on Loud ready for that fight towards Long. And they push in strong, but Melzer has just booked it through Hookah to get himself into the fight now, and he's going to go all the way through to the other side.
Turn around, look, show. You heard the TP.
He's wondering.
He heard the TP.
He's making sure. He's making sure. No, yeah, he should be running over towards that side.
Yeah, Brimstone threw his boots in there or something to sell a fake? No.
Is a molly there? No, it is not. So he has to stay in position to figure out where Luke Show is going to be coming from. And Luke Show does not shy away from these moments. We've been praising how well he's able to play in.
If you try to pit, rather, inside your hit of the B site.
Well, they have a bit of the site to themselves. No. Kawenzine starts to enter back in. That's going to be Robbie taking back elbow control here, so they will be ready. This wasn't something Dante had already prepped for the team. They were waiting for everyone to get in. And this is the slowdown now. A breath to be taken, but only 10 more seconds. Spams come through, Seekers go out. Everybody's about to unload. The full arsenal coming through here, and it looks like KRU is not getting the time that they need to set up. The spike does go down, but they're just stuck in the pit now.
This is so winnable now for KRU. We use those ults a little bit too early. Thankfully, there's still a flash available, but Robbie still falls.
Okay. High game. We saw what happened on that first map. Straight into the site goes Kesnet. They're going to lose a few to Kawenzine's. Bucky, though, as the rocket misses. Still cleaned up by Kesnet. They're going to take the site and get the plant.
That's how you can find some redemption on the side of Loud. 2 kills with the Bucky. Player advantage on the side of Loud. Still a bit of util to work with.
Just peeking. Dante able to clean these ones up as they're going to get the last few kills. It doesn't look like Loud should be able to get in. As we question that, no, the final one that they really need. Oh my gosh, Vance, no, it can't. Back to the team with the drone still drawing attention to the members of Loud and B, and they're calling for A. Ooh, Luke Show able to start off with a beautiful high shot onto Kesnet, and this is going towards A now. Do they teleport? It looks like they're actually leaning towards that left side and see if they might want a mid-round change again.
Looks like Robbie just went for a flash without really having players swing out of that. Now Pencata solo inside Hookah.
Fancily. Not like this. What are these rounds? Pencata gets 2 here on the switch.
Wait, you forgot the spike.
1v3, and it's
for a haunt to be thrown. Gets shot off right away. Verdi with an early showstopper too, so the push down the market.
Spike down A.
Okay, Dante cleans it up. These plays that we're seeing, hold thought for a moment, as Luke Show is just going to play hide and seek here with Dante real fast, find the spike.
Pulling our knives out here and run around the map.
That's another. Those are both great examples of what's happening to both teams. Is everybody's so sure they've confused the hell out of their opponent that they have some free space, but really they're unsure of that space, still running into it with knives out without the utility they would usually be textbook using to take a space, and it is just everyone walking into the clothesline.
But the Kesnet attack.
Oh, Robbie. This is a very forgotten position, and he's hiding behind his own smoke, or the smoke, I should say, as Robbie cleans up 3. Oh no, he almost got the knife. That's the second time he's tried. How are these situations even happening so often?
Forced to play a 3-1, leaving, really, Mazzino alone. KRU, on the other hand, though, went for full ghosts. So they could trade out exactly like that.
They still want Hookah control. Luke Show's trying to push up towards that other side. They give themselves a little bit of coverage as Dizzy hits. They can get a good entry onto the site, but they are slowed slightly. Shots not hitting for KRU as Pencata is able to find his mark. This is going to be a pretty easy plant with Mazzino just finding his way into the battle.
Despite that, you're planning safe inside the tin. The 3, so nice little look in the piss around for Loud.
Did I get one? Did I get one? We're still running across.
3 guys shooting with the Bulldog, and it's just the sheriff that goes through to get the pick.
Yeah. 2 defenders down now for KRU. They wall up and TP back over just to continue that defense in the same spot here and at least force Loud away from this position. Shy creeps up into the spam range and goes down as well.
Yeah, I thought it was just wall up and TP so we could just go into the next round, but we're just waiting for the inevitable now. 2 players walking up. Maybe they can do some damage here as Mazzino's trying to close that gap for short, but now that the rest of the group has
He's also got a sick mouse 360 flip he does. It's crazy. All right, into the site. Right to the default plant spot, but Mazzino's ready. They're actually expecting KRU to not be here for this. Looking for plant denial right away. That should be able to take down Wingman. Oh no, he hits it. Not actually going to hit. Can't find out where the next person is. They're all hiding lamps. Mazzino does though. Luke Show's gonna answer onto 2 fast kills as they come through, and Loud continue to control the site. The crossfires are set up now. This looks almost impossible for KRU.
What a big round there for Luke Show. But Kezin trying to save the round, salvage Luke Show. Another ace in the making.
Yeah,
Off more Loud.
playing nicely on the extremities to cover everything. No ground being gained just yet by Verdi, but they're still going to support to continue to take showers. They say, Cowan-Z, we can get you Thrash here. And this is going to be a full site clear by the Thrash. Probably pull back as well for a second use once the spike is planted. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. KRU hitting some shots through the smoke now. This is what Loud was getting the benefit of before, and it slows down Loud this time around. Okay, okay, whatever.
Return the favor. And now this is a real insert that you currently have here from Luke Show. Already made his way outside of hookah, although elbow is not really cleared yet, so he's not overextending into the spawn. And look, Loud are actually keeping their guns out. This is great. They're rotated back on that side.
30 seconds left.
They don't have really a Dizzy to try to clear out spots, but at least they stay and hold their ground. And since all this time Luke Show hasn't really been contested yet, it should be an idea that the site's clear and for them to be able to plant for this round 17.
Oh. Trails inside the pit now. Prowler's going to be hungry. It's going to want to find something, but Cowan-Z steps out to make sure he has an open line on Mazzino there. Shy still using a bit of this, and now the trails fade, and he has no idea where they could be.
Trying to dance around the pit too, but it's being watched here towards the edge.
That tick.
Impossible task now for Shy.
Oh. Hello. Oh my God! All right. Vertigo's actually for the pocket here because they're going to try to protect the wingman as it goes down, not try to get across. Dante, 3 with a bulldog on them entering the site is kind of incredible. And now he's going to have the ultimate to continue to finish the round and keep KRU going, keep Loud off game point.
Gets information on the first. I don't know if Shy slipped through, or Luke Show rather. Yeah, he did.
Almost a clap, but they don't get the cleanup there on the favor of Loud side. And now Penkata, a very tall task ahead of him. He's heard running
towards the A site. Doesn't do the same noise.
Yeah, it's true.
So he's rotating with the rest of the team to hit towards this B site, but nobody really peeked out in that spot. Dante gets the opener.
Spam down. They have to jump out of the smoke, right? Force themselves into the site. Penkata has ult here, but it would be risky to use if they don't know where the rest of the members are. Could be for a big delay, though. Oh. Holds it out, wants that timing. Cowan-Z can't really offer too much other than the crossfire coming out. He's gonna cook up, and it's not gonna be enough. Right away, and they also have a lurk up towards mid here. Loud, a lot of prongs on this attack right now.
Robbie's just gonna keep holding the angle. He's just hoping somebody's gonna walk through and try to re-clear. Especially now that Luke Show has fallen here towards that A side.
All right. He decides the movement wasn't there. You're gonna get his health back and go right back to it, though.
I mean, he's got a dog as well. He's gonna walk back instead of giving his position away.
Oh! Robbie BK inside the head of Shy for that play. Understanding the drone is the one walking forward here, just absolutely on point from the IGL position as he pushes elbow. Dante, they've both been hot here. He actually triggers the ultimate from Grim on that one as well.
Seekers.
He's pulling so much out of KRU.
Seekers information, all 3 players. They still have a Thrash to work with for the post plant. Loud has the advantage now in the post plant.
Ooh. Still alive. Trying to play the box left and right. The 3K for Robbie as the team in Hookah's having trouble stopping the entry of KRU here. Robbie's just hiding, cut in the corner. Last moment play is all he needs to get, all he wants to get here. There's 1, there's 2!
stacking a 4-on-1 scenario on that side. Big stack coming through.
All right. They're trying to play fast. They're trying to play loose right now with these ults into the site to see what it can open up. And now Pancada, in a bit of a sticky situation, can also play the audio and let the team know the rotation might be the play.
Kesnet just dropped his weapon on the floor here so he could pick up another one, and that allows Dante to get a pick on top of that. Gonna have to give credit to Kesnet's selfless play for that one as well. They have clear advantage. Shy inside the B site.
Whoa, Shy's trying to be as quiet as possible. They haven't even checked yet. Can't get the upgrade for the moment, but he needs the rest of the team here. It is just Mazzino, but it's gonna be enough. Now Robbie.
One swing.
Looking for a repeat. Almost pressured into it. No, they're gonna run these stingers, these sheriffs with that phantom real quick into sight. Oh my gosh, the wall drop just catches Melzer right off guard.
I mean, everybody's just getting instant shots right now. Walls up and down, everybody's just clean on reaction times.
3 more and we have a new map, Vans, to 3 more and we go to Ascent if Loud can drop these 3 members of crew. Coming in. Oh my gosh, Shy gets 1 though. Evens it up. Still the stinger for Kawenzine. Luke Show on the Spectre. Is it going to be enough? 2 for them to look forward to the next map here. This one has been right side of that as well, so they're looking to keep the spread. 1 shot, almost another one, but that's going to be just a roam out for Verdi there. More peeks into mid. As Loud wants to take these fights as soon as they hear a few shots. This is getting really scary. Kawenzine down to 1 HP, and he gets shock dart out of the game. Just taunting fights everywhere that they can't help with teammates. And again.
Decent game plan at the beginning, but just small mistakes in the choices to push forward the way that Verdi did.
Thinking that was a flash. You just see how fast Dante moves there, considering the util he might be seeing. This is what brings him the success in his gameplay. Is that there you go, dash activated to create an aggressive positioning. Kesnet can't do the same here as the team's about to gather and get into market. They're doing a little window shopping right now, but they may decide not to buy.
Chip damage as well with the classics.
Okay. Out of charges.
Does Robbie get value out of that one? Just back pedaling into lane. And finally, we stop the bleeding unless Kawenzine can pick up 1 more, and Dante is going to be the one moving down for that plant, getting closer to the Blade Storm.
It'd be nice to keep Dante alive, at least a kill, but you're right, the point would help. Crew has suffered a little too much on the rounds. They do have an advantage, and it costs them in that economy late. A little bit of a different dart. They went straight ahead with the last one, and still towards mid to see if that's going to be the first bit of pressure that they find. Oh, I love that. Right to the gate crash, he gets the cloud burst coming in from Dante so they can keep this moving, keep it flowing, but they don't know the crossfire. Once they get into B, everything looked good up until that point.
We've forgotten the whole of today to check logs.
Yes. Oh. Still up top. Oh, how do you, the defender, why is everybody still standing in the middle of sight? Melzer just walks through the team with 3 Guardian shots, one after the other, and now it's down to a 2v2 somehow.
He just talked about it, how to stay calm in these scenarios, and he's able to turn it back in favor of Crew. Both of them stacked up on a high-low on the lane, and he's first contact on that side. Actually, they're looking to converge back into the market. Spotting 1.
Enemy remaining.
They're gonna pick this one up. They're gonna pull it from behind and find a way to do it, aren't they? Pancada's healthy. Knows this situation, clears right with protection from the box. Yeah, a lot of the time. Okay, I was gonna say we see Kesnet and Dante up here already. And they go right back for the same play. Hearing those low guns means they're gonna stick together, trying to try to get these trades caught. Crosshair is broken, but the ping detects Dante. And now with the door shut, they get stalled out here. There's no welcome mat, and Crew's gonna have to create another one for themselves as they take down Pancada. The red starts to lead the way. Whoa. A little bit of damage on that Shock Dart. Can't get the right click classic to come through. Shy clears 2. Verdi's looking to come.
Just in the mid-round.
Oh, hoping to get the ping right off the bat there. 1 tag, 2. Oh, he's gonna get a bit of damage there as the hit starts to commence. trying to just run out of smokes, use these pings, but KRU is still watching every entrance into the site. Still 2 members of Loud to get here. Robbie 1 kill off an ult, but it's all gonna be too much. They're not gonna have enough room to use any of this or even get in for the kills, and KRU waiting this one out, cut the A strat and bring it right back in just a moment later.
Yeah, that's where it gets difficult here for Loud, despite having the good numbers to hold towards that A site. The amount of util that comes in for
Loud to be very active around the map on this one with a bit of a low buy and maybe get in their face, but they will find out. It was just to slow things down, and now Kesnet has zerged himself right into the site, and there is Dante right behind him as well in the timing. Luke Show starts it off. Dante takes to the air with a Vandal to take down Luke Show as they start getting into the site.
Dude, Dante's using a Vandal like an Odin.
Yeah,
just running it down and emptying the clip so that the rest of the team can go in.
Even if he doesn't have updraft, he's still trying to just jump in these instances. Man needs a jungle gym to play on right now. 3 members of Loud, though, still left wanting some frags here. Will they be able to set it up or just protect Verdi for the most part until the end of this round?
Protect Verdi, try to cut those rotates out, preventing KRU from exiting the sites to really take down the biggest weapon into the round, and also not giving your positions away so that you could dodge a spike. So it starts off, at least the camera spots Kawadzine, but Kawadzine could still do some damage here. He has a stinger to work with.
Cook him. But now they just wait and all swing together. Good kill for the stinger, though. Get a point in.
As you're lurking up here for Shy, but you still have a tight angle that's able to be held. And that's full B control on the side of Verdi, which is quite good. This allows these players on the A side to set up the crossfire.
Paranoia through tree. They have to tuck back left for that first kill. Kesnet winning the 1v1 out of main, and that's going to be incredibly big for the side of Loud. A quick TP out, very fast thinking by Pankata to get himself to safety here and be able to play with the team, but they need everything to go right on this round to get back in. The operator, is it going to be able to hit a shot here? Smoked out already, makes it tough. Verdi's going to join with the team from the low side as they all come from tree here.
Interesting.
1 down. Pankata's already tagged up, and he's waiting for the push. That's never going to come from KRU. It's so tough for them to get back in. KRU's been choosing the opposite site, causing that operator to just fall into nothing for the side of Loud. Winning on the map control too, right? They got null command at the beginning of that from KO, still made the play work. Oh, Pankata goes down as they try to trade through the one-way, and it's still not going their way. That gate crash is going back towards the site. It looks like they might want to pop in once again once they get Dante here to updraft in and create a little chaos, but it's just Kesnet going in with a little bit more utility over the shoulder, and another miss from Verdi there as he goes to peek again. The flash here, he's going to be pushed off the line for just a moment, but no, Kesnet's not going to give it to him. He knows Verdi's tempted there.
Verdi at this point is just pissed. He's overextending his stay because he's like, I need to shoot this dimensional drift.
Loud playing a little bit more outside site, staying in spawn, but they now go for stairs. Luke Show plays his life to play the advantage in the end. Kawadzine now starts to go up with a few, gets a little too close for a hug from Melzer, and Mazzino start to get online. There's one from Verdi as they start to clean up the round a bit. He dashes back to try and get there fast, but pauses.
Verdi's finally able to shoot an op bullet and he gets a kill with it too. I was about to say at some point, Mixwell, get your tweet ready, but finally Loud might be able to salvage at least a round within this half.
He chases. Glass isn't broken, so this is going to be a tough one, but he wants to fight and stop Verdi for a moment. The continued extra Loud can set themselves up with 3 more rounds back to this A pressure.
Flash recon, Verdi, nice shot.
There's one. Kawadzine's there to assist, and this is what they've been looking for to stall out the A pressure from KRU.
That looks simple on the side of KRU, what they're trying to do. Get control of A main, you can drone in, get the Hunter's Fury into the site. Being good on how you're flooding with the Kesnet util too. But currently what Loud's doing here on the A side is just to disrespect the util, disrespect the smokes, and just fight back here against KRU and finding good timings.
Oh, that ping slowed down the clone play. Shy Working the gate as they have a bit of an extended high-low there in different positions, but Loud looks like they'll be able to close down and clean this up. A little bit of life after.
Fortunately, no value being taken from the position from Verdi, and you're not even trying to walk out.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to bring the off back out. They lose Dante in the mix, though, as Kawenzine finds his mark. Delay everywhere at the extremities. You can see the Molly being thrown down, thinking it might be all preventative measures from Loud right now. And Robbie pushed up with this crossfire to get the better of KRU with Kawenzine.
Left on an island, though. That's Loud fighting back.
What a great 1-2 punch from Loud. Verdi now looking at Melzer to be one of the last ones towards A main, moving into A lobby now. Get himself some gelato before heading out of this round. And yeah, out of the timeout from KRU, Loud still bite down and get that mid information, thinking KRU is going to try to attack the middle of the map again.
Yeah, I think we just started with a small overextension, though, from the side of Dante. I think he was trying to find that timing as Robbie's getting that drone out from tree, dashed forward, and just try to take him down. But as he dashed forward, there was actually still support on the side of tree.
How the 9-3, or does Loud continue their momentum? Back to basically pistol round strat here with a little bit of speed. We would actually normally see Mazzino up here with Dante at this point, but they're going to change it up. They're going to change it up, and so does Luke Show to push out a B for one of the first times.
The timeout was Luke Show, please activate.
Yeah. Verdi seems to have cleaned off the scope as well.
The lurk maybe from, I mean, everything's being watched, actually. This is quite nice. Beautiful defensive round coming out from Loud this time around. With Luke Show pushing out alone, you still had Verdi watching the spawn side so he could focus on fighting towards the B link. Adds up for a second kill. Looking for another else. But early aggression comes out from B.
And from Cat, oh, another peek? Yeah, Verdi's gonna let him know that wasn't the play. And the Sheriffs ring out across the map as we have one drop on each side. Some good damage done as well to a few more members. And we'll reset this one to see where the teams go.
I mean, at this point, it just becomes a duel. That's right. There's no util left on either end. They're not even waiting for the next wave of recons. Let's just swing and fight. And KRU takes the advantage.
KRU, they were about to peek out mid. Shy actually pulled back. I think the team called, hey, numbers up. We don't need to peek. That fateful calm that everybody remembers at one point or another. But Spike's still waiting. Mazzino takes another one down as they're keeping this death ball towards mid for a fast rotation, or at least a rotation to either site with the full team.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Staying as a group. No TPs left. Play retake elsewhere. And now with the knife that they just heard and this trip about to break, it's unbreakable at least to start, and there you go. Now they know the hit's coming towards this A site.
Oh, lots of feet.
Oh, wow.
Plays the right side, knows he's gonna be behind. Oh, minute.
Ping from the drone, or from the dart rather.
Yeah.
I'll slow things down and we go back to basics here for Loud. Try to get these orbs up, try to get Robbie PK into the next Hunter's Fury.
33 HP there. What a hit from the first shot, that shock dart.
Scanning ahead.
Will they keep moving into the site? Yeah, they will. They're gonna play it slow, but this pressure now from KRU is gonna say, hey, we have nothing at A. Where could they be? Maybe mid. And KRU's keeping a default defense here.
Just because Catwalk's still open, pretty much, so you want to stay a little bit more passively towards the A side. You still have trips for information in the camera to look at the info as the hit actually ensues from Loud rather into the B site.
Should be pretty clean.
Spike planted.
A lot of classics in sight. They just have to make sure they don't get collided by 2 or 3 people. Not collided, but taken down all at the same time. Robbie BK falls. And the rest of the team starts to flood in. Kesnet with this Sheriff to switch back to the Stinger if he wants. There's the frags coming in, and they swarm.
Dante in that spot. And also, you see here from Loud, they wait till this moment because there's no gate crash to support for the fast rotate. So Loud could come in and go for a plan as soon as they close this door.
30 seconds left.
And with 5 players still alive in the post plan, that's a great start at least on your attack side for this round.
Luke Show hasn't been known as well. They gotta expect him coming from somewhere. It's actually Shy looking for him as the fight in the site starts. Mazzino with one. Can they convert this 5v4 on the lower buy is the question. Oh my God. Dante with two shares, Mazzino with another. How in the world does KRU come up with these rounds and they know? Flashes in. Dante's gonna have to make some crazy moves to get out of this one or get himself to safety. Oh my God, they do! They stay alive by protecting each other. The Hunter's Fury as well as causing chaos all the way from spawn as they were ready for any play across the map here in round 16.
All right, Riv, what type of podcast do you want to start talking about? We have a minute here on the clock.
Okay. Let's talk about Splash X.
Now available in your store.
Perfect. I love it. Oh, God, the timing. You're kidding.
Zeno's played in the first pistol in Taiko.
Kesman onto Pancata. They begin what could be that game point round, and it's going to be just a step forward from Dante. Leaving no chance for the side of Loud. Robbie, BK, and Luke Show now walking the tightrope of this third map as they try to get in.
Last player standing.
Up to the IGL in a 5-on-1. Guardian. Maybe he could repeat what Melzer did a long time ago. Head-to-head against Shy. With 13 seconds left, though, camera sees him, and it's over.
KRU against Loud get even louder, and they find the